Yo, Marina, tell the people the good news. Huh? Like, right now? What was the good news again? You know, the single most important celebration of our culture? The Splatfest! Ding, ding, ding! We got a Splatfest coming up quick. Splatfests always get my ink pumping. I've got to get my gear ready. Yo, Marina, what's the Splatfest theme this time? I'm too nervous to look. You do it. Fine. The Splatfest theme is... What? What is it, Pearly? What's the theme? Tell me! Okay, here it comes. The Splatfest theme is... Sharpen your sweet tooth. It's cake versus ice cream. Yum! Team ice cream all the way. What? Cake is way better than ice cream. Psst. Cake is just glorified sugar bread. Oh, yeah? Ice cream is just frozen milk. Ice cream is totally just not frozen milk. Making good ice cream is an art. Any clown can buy a box of cake mix. They make ice cream cake, but they don't make cake ice cream. Checkmate. They do make cake ice cream. It's in the fancy little pints in the freezer aisle. Yeah, but they're like super expensive. Enough talk. We'll settle this on the splatter field. It's time to decide. Head over to the Splatfest terminal and pick a side.
Hello everybody, I'm Gear to you, and welcome to July 2017. Welcome to Cake vs. Ice Cream. This was the first Splatfest for the game, although technically speaking the next one is considered the first official one because this one is mostly a demo, but we'll talk about that in a moment because let's move on to the next day and move on to the first day of the Splatfest. Splatoon 2 Splatfest World Premiere, let's go! Y'all feeling fresh out there? We're off the hook, coming to you live from the middle of Inkopolis Square. Which is better, cake or ice cream? Head over to the Splatfest terminal and pick a side. And the Splatfest stages are BLAM! Night concerts at Starfish main stage are the best, and I love the track they spin during Splatfest. Marina, the statue's eyes glow at night! I swear I saw them glow! Pretty sure those are just Judd and Little Judd's eyes. Until next time, don't get cooked, stay off the hook. And welcome to the first match of the Cake vs. Ice Cream Splatfest Starfish main stage. As you can see, the stage looks pretty different than how it normally looks, because during Splatfest, you can actually play these stages at night. Night. Alright, so this has been kind of a big part of my life for the past couple years because I've had the insane idea to show off every single North American Splatfest during this Let's Play. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing, even the Splatfest demo that technically doesn't count towards the regular Splatfest, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But as for right now, let's actually talk about the demo for a bit, because there are two demos that were released for Splatoon 2, both of which I made separate videos for back when they were still brand new. The Splatfest demo was released a little bit before the full game was, so this was a really exciting opportunity to get to play the game before it was officially released. So one thing you definitely notice is that because this is very early on in Splatoon 2's life, you may notice that my playstyle is a little bit different here compared to what it was like in the more recent episodes, at least that were recorded more recently in terms of like actual time and things like that. Another thing you may notice is that some of the weapons and things like that that are currently available now are not going to be used in these earlier Splatfests because they weren't actually available yet. If you want a specific time frame, this Splatfest happened between July 15th, 2017 and July 16th, 2017. So, yeah, this came out a little bit before the actual game did, so that's pretty fun. So a couple of notes that are worth mentioning is that there are a couple different Splatfests where some of them will be the same across the different regions, but some of them will have different themes depending on the region itself. So the Cake versus Ice Cream Splatfest, I believe it was the same outside of Japan, but in Japan itself, I believe the theme was Rock versus Pop, and Team Rock eventually won that Splatfest. So, a couple things I'd like to mention before we get into too many more topics regarding Splatfest is that if you're binge watching this entire Let's Play and you just finished watching the Octo Expansion series, one thing that's definitely worth mentioning about that is that there is stuff for you to do in Octo Expansion after you defeat the final boss, but we're actually not going to be showing that off for a very long time. Octo Expansion's post-game will be demonstrated during the grand finale of this Let's Play, which is not going to happen for a little while. But going back to Splatfest real quick, one thing that's also worth mentioning is that because all the stages have a nice nighttime aesthetic during Splatfest, this is another thing that I wanted to demonstrate during the Let's Play. We will be demonstrating every single Splatfest variation of these stages. So we have seen all these stages before, and we have seen them on every multiplayer mode, but we haven't seen them all on Splatfest. So that's definitely something we're going to be focusing on during our time of going through all the Splatfests of Splatoon 2. So one thing I'd like to mention real quick about these videos is that they're going to be uploaded on a once-a-week schedule. So I mentioned in the previous episode how we're finished with Splatoon 2 being treated as a main project for the channel. And like I also said in the previous episode, all the Splatfest videos will be treated as a side project to everything we're going to be doing in 2020. So hopefully it works out where no matter what's happening with other Let's Plays, we're still able to upload Splatfest videos. Hopefully that works out, but there are going to be times where I can't finish a video in time, so there may be a few delays here and there, but that's probably come to be expected by now. But one thing I had to say is, this music. This is my absolute favorite song in Splatoon history. So, I've been talking long enough, let's listen to the music. We've had some pretty amazing songs in the Splatoon series over the past couple of years. We've had some popular ones like Calamari Incantation or Ink Me Up or Shark Bites or things like that. Ebb and Flow is without a doubt my absolute favorite song in the Splatoon series, so you may hear me every now and then be quiet during the recording of the commentary for these videos just so I can listen to the music. So yeah, it's definitely something that's going to happen every now and then. So, one thing I could talk about regarding the history of the creative process behind these videos is that this is actually an idea that I really wanted to do during the Let's Play of the first Splatoon game. I didn't think about recording Splatfest footage until the SpongeBob vs. Patrick Splatfest happened. That's when the whole idea of recording Splatoon videos in general just kind of happened for my channel. So the idea back then was to record whatever Splatfest videos were happening at the time, but come to find out, the SpongeBob vs. Patrick Splatfest was like the first of the last 4 that ever happened for that game. And by the time that I got around to actually making that Let's Play, I figured it would probably be better to gather all the footage for the remaining Splatfest and make it into just one video. But with Splatoon 2, I wanted to kind of live up to that original idea of giving each individual Splatfest its own dedicated video. and I have a lot to talk about when it comes to these Splatfests, so yay, we're gonna have a lot of material to work with. So a few more things to note about this particular Splatfest is that on the corner of the screen you'll see footage of the tutorial area again. This happened at the beginning of the demo as well. You're also able to freely explore Inkopolis Square during this demo, which is something you couldn't do in the original one. But we've already explored Inkopolis Square during the Let's Play, so if you want to watch the original video that I made for this all that time ago, there'll be a card on the corner of the screen that'll take you there.
Marina, before we announce the stages, why don't you share the breaking news? Breaking news? What did you break this time? I didn't break anything! I was talking about the Splatfest results. Oh! The Splatfest results are in? Alright, first let's see which team was the most popular. Alright. Now for the part that actually matters. Yeah, popularity isn't everything. Time to see which team won the most battles. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay, y'all, it's time. The final results. The winner of this Splatfest is... Ice cream for ice cream! Ah! Well, I guess that settles it. Ice cream is officially better than cake. Well, I don't know if it's officially better. Actually, according to Chapter 3, Paragraph 5 of the Splatfest rules, it is. Ice cream is now legally better than cake. It's the law, Pearl. Way to keep it cool, Team Cream. I hope everyone had fun.
Thanks for playing! And that marks the end of the Cake vs. Ice Cream Splatfest and the Splatoon 2 Splatfest World Premiere demo. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Splatoon 2 Splatfest. At the end of every video, we're going to see the dance that Marina and Pearl did whenever they were in the Inkopolis Square. So that's going to be it for this episode of Splatoon 2 Splatfest. In the next episode, we're going to jump ahead to August 2017 for Mayo vs. Ketchup. Thank you all for watching this video, and until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.